Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Dimitra and today we're talking about independent contractors. From startups to freelancing, ditching the traditional workplace and going solo is a big trend in 2022. As the world emerges from the COVID-19 pandemic, more people than ever have quit their jobs to become independent contractors. Similarly, companies are now recognizing the benefits of hiring independent contractors as opposed to full-time employees, which is why we've also seen an upward surge in demand for independent contractors. Whilst independent contractors, otherwise known as freelancers, get more freedom and flexibility, this does come at a cost. And whilst companies are enticed by the lower costs and added benefits of hiring freelancers, it can be tricky to navigate the logistical and legal side of hiring these types of workers. But what exactly is an independent contractor, and how does their employment differ from that of a regular full-time employee? Put simply, independent contractors are self-employed workers that provide services or work for another entity. Unlike employees, independent contractors do not work regularly for the employer, but instead work only as required or on a project-by-project basis. To help you decide what the better option would be for you, whether you're considering becoming a freelancer or your company is considering hiring freelancers, we've broken it down to the pros and cons from both perspectives. So let's start with the pros for employers. Number one, reduced cost. Businesses can save money by avoiding the payment of employee benefits and the onboarding costs of full-time employees. And in many cases, there's also no need to provide for the work equipment. Number two, meet goals faster. With a lack of dependency on the business, freelancers don't require office space, equipment, or any employee benefits from the organization, meaning setting up a freelancer is faster compared to onboarding an employee. Number three, diverse talent pool. Independent contractors often work varying hours compared to the standard business hours of an employee and come with different skill levels and abilities, meaning employers can benefit from this flexibility and the creativity and innovation that they can bring to the organization. Now let's move on to the cons for employers. Number one, less reliability. Due to the fact that independent contractors work on their own schedule, under their own rules, there could be a potential risk of reliability. With many freelancers working remotely, it may be more difficult for employers to oversee the task at hand. Number two, strict regulations. Businesses must also understand that engaging in a freelancer comes with many regulations that differ from country to country. And this can become a huge compliance issue for employers who don't seek out expert help by engaging in third-party organizations such as Move Group to ensure full compliance. Now let's move over to the other side and consider the pros for workers. Number one, flexibility. From working to your own schedule to engaging in your own choice of companies and tasks, there's a great opportunity for freedom as a freelancer. In many cases, it allows you to work remotely or from wherever you choose, which can appeal to individuals with young children, people who like to travel, and those who have commitments at home. Number two, independence. With flexibility comes more independence. As freelancers, workers have more control and autonomy to complete their assignments in a way that they believe works best. There are no obstacles such as micromanagement or dependency on colleagues, allowing professionals to work on a basis that suits them. Number three, variety of jobs. Gig economy workers have the freedom to choose from a wide variety of jobs, meaning they're able to find enjoyment in working on diverse projects. Finally, let's talk about the cons for workers. Number one, no employee benefits. One of the biggest downfalls of becoming a freelancer is the lack of benefits. Gig workers should take this into financial consideration, as it may require them to purchase their own private insurance, for example. Number two, responsibility for tax payments and personal expenses. Freelancers should take into consideration the costs of taxes and personal expenses such as laptops and phones. Although this can sometimes be written off for taxes, they should be careful what they deduct. Number 3, isolation. A solo career can feel isolating, so freelancers should ensure to maintain a social element to their working day because this will be essential for their well-being. As you can see, there are significant pros and cons of independent contractors from both sides. If you're unsure whether you or your staff should be classified as an employee or an independent contractor, or are unsure whether hiring independent contractors as opposed to employees would be of benefit or detriment to your company, then reach out to one of our experts who can help assess the nature of your organization and the work you do to determine the best strategy for your company. In the next video, I'll be talking about the common mistakes that employers make when it comes to hiring freelancers and how to avoid worker misclassification. Thank you for watching and see you next time.